Montana lawmakers held the first hearing today on two bills that would create new restrictions around transgender youth. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian reports on what the bills would do.
The House Judiciary Committee heard about 4 hours of testimony and discussion Monday on House Bill 112 and House Bill 113. Both bills are sponsored by Representative John Fuller, a Republican from Kalispell. HB 112 would require athletes at public schools and colleges to compete based on their biological sex, meaning transgender women and girls could not participate in sports and teams designated for female athletes. Supporters said those athletes maintained an advantage even after starting hormone therapy, and that the bill would create a more level playing field. Idaho passed a similar law last year, which is currently held up by a court challenge. The sponsor of that law testified in favor of HB 112.
I submit to you that if you don't pass legislation such as this, that it will come to the day where there will be no room, no place for girls and women to compete. And at that point, I say to you, where shall we go?
But opponents said the bill would essentially prevent transgender athletes from getting the benefits of organized sports. They questioned the need for the change.
I want to use my experience as a former high-level athlete to let the members of the committee know one simple fact. Trans people do not transition to gain an advantage in sports. We just don't.
HB 113 would prohibit medical providers from giving gender confirmation treatments to people under the age of 18. Supporters said minors aren't ready to decide on procedures that could have long-lasting impacts on their lives.
It protects children, and only children, from consequences that they do not know about, and they should not be allowed to undergo until they are an adult and free to make free will choices.
But opponents said the treatments are based on medical best practices and the state shouldn't block them.
HB 113 would force courageous kids like my son who are living in pain and dysphoria to wait and suffer longer because they can't get the help they need. Making necessary medical care that trans kids rely on illegal does not protect them.
The committee took no immediate action on either bill. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.